What are you doing? What is he doing?
Don't worry about me, dog. I'm looking at blank pages and going, yes.
Like, is that the blank pages of the script?
This is the blank pages of my thoughts.
Welcome, horrible people, to the Horrible Opinions podcast. And as always, I'm as disappointed as you are, your host, Kenny.
I'm Daniel.
I don't know what I am anymore, where I am anymore. I just know that something wrong has occurred. Ryan.
We are, of course, talking about 2002's Halloween Resurrection. Sorry.
Hey, I'm aspiring reality internet star Daniel.
Okay, fine, fuck it. I'm Blair Witch and like Big Brother and there was one more. Rear Window. Half Rear Window, half Big Brother, half Blair Witch.
I'm catfishing you on the internet, Daniel. I'm Starbuck Daniel.
The person talking to you on the internet is never also a person around your same age. It is always a predator. Remember that, good people.
Predator.
It's a predator.
Predator. Jamie Lee Curtis was quoted as saying she considered this film a joke.
Well, Halloween Resurrection was a joke. Halloween Resurrection I had to be in because the only way that I could have done Halloween H2O was to agree to come back in a next movie.
John Carpenter has stated that the movie made him cringe.
Hold on, okay, yeah, but let's. I just want to say, you know, making things is hard. You know, a lot of talented people put a lot of work into making things, and you know, it's a miracle that anything gets made ever. You know, and you know, we should just acknowledge that at the start.
Oh, of course, Daniel. And let me quote from John Carpenter when he says, "I watched the one in that house with all the cameras. Oh my God. Oh Lord God." And then the guy gives the speech at the end about violence. What the hell? Oh my Lord. I couldn't believe it. But Season of the Witch was terrific.
Directed by Rick Rosenthal, who directed the second movie, which was a good movie.
Can you...
And then he
Fart
did this.
noise.
Can you believe the director of Halloween 2 did this?
Yeah, because he heard you say, you know what my favorite part of Halloween 2 is? When Mikey walked on the
the security cams.
And that's everyone's favorite part. So what if whole movie?
It should have been.
Can I let you know how you know this movie is going to be what it is? The opening credits. Dimension Films release of a Mustafa Akkad presents a Nightfall production of a Rick Rosenthal film. It's like the credits is telling you, look, the shit rolls downhill and we're just gonna kick the blame as far down as we can each step of the way.
Kick that can.
Do a spinning kick that can.
Now, I'm not gonna lie to you good people. I had to watch this over 3 days. I don't remember anything. I have notes.
I
don't want to look at them.
I got you.
I don't remember.
It was a night and a morning for me.
This is a one take for me, baby.
I was real sleepy boy.
That's very impressive.
Well,
now, so
Mr. One Take Daniel,
I guess.
Why don't you give us a synopsis?
You want to talk? No, I want to do anything but talk about this. More broadly speaking.
Synopsis.
Okay, Daniel,
Shut
go
up.
ahead.
I have one job. Let me fucking do it.
No, if you start, that means we'll have to start. I don't want to.
Okay, so Michael Myers, Laurie Strode, right? You guys remember her from the H2O?
I do.
Who?
Oh shit! I guess I started at the end of H2O. So the guy beheaded. That wasn't Michael Myers. He did a switchy on a EMT. So she beheads an EMT, and this drives her mad, Luna crazy. So then she's in an insano asylum. Then Michael kills her there because she's stupid. Well, actually, I like the bit where she's unsure. She's like, got to take that mask off, right?
Right. Can't do this again.
Anyway,
I think you risk it.
Kills her there. This doesn't really even need to be in the movie. But then we get like a Big Brother scenario with early internet So then we get like 6 college people spending the night and at the old Myers house, and it's being live streamed, and it turns out that Michael Myers he lives there. They didn't check. They didn't do their due diligence on that. So then he kills him, and what we could have gotten was cool stuff with like the internet people watching and seeing Michael on the cameras, but we really don't. We really don't.
But Daniel, the whole premise is that we're gonna watch people on cameras. Why wouldn't we then lean into that premise entirely?
Well,
did the cameras stop working?
No, they were working. Well,
okay.
If they had tried this in today's era,
I think
internet,
it's a good concept.
I think it could work, but going for the reality TV versus the internet streamer angle.
Well, yeah,
it is a good concept because there's this movie called Deadstream. Yeah,
yes, of course, Deadstream works.
It works
because Deadstream is a concept where it was we take the concept and we build a movie around it. The concept for this movie already existed, and they just added Michael Myers on top of it. That's why it doesn't work. The writer of the story already had the story, and then you just put Michael. It's like a Hellraiser.
To do a Halloween spoof, which is kind of what this is, then they should have had Kevin Williamson write it.
Am I just not watching this the right way?
It's a comedy.
With
you should be watching it as a comedy.
A comedy. I should be watching it.
It's not even a good comedy.
Well, that's a different problem, but it's better as a comedy.
Like that's what I think you have to do.
Because everything Busta Rhymes doing is good. It's funny.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Busta's
good?
great.
And what?
Yeah. It's good.
Busta was brought on to be Busta, and he's being Busta.
And it's funny and it's good.
I mean, okay, funny.
And that's what makes it good.
It feels like authentic Busta, okay? Like, I feel like that's how Busta's gonna react.
They should have given Tyra Banks more to do.
Yeah, but this was before Tyra was, like a multi-hyphenated star. She was still kind of just a model.
She had already... Okay, yeah, she was the model, but she had already co-starred in a movie. What was it? It was something. Like, she had already had like...
Life Size?
What'd you say?
Life Size?
No.
Wasn't that her big Disney movie?
There was one before that. Higher Learning.
Like, this is a perfect example. The scene where she's making the coffee and the guy's getting
messy ass coffee
and the guy's getting killed. We shouldn't have seen any of that from that guy's perspective. It should have all been on the cameras behind Tyra.
Yeah, and it should just have been different, like taking place like maybe at 3 places in the house, so we can have 3 different angles on it as he's moving through the house, just getting destroyed by Michael Myers. See, that would have been interesting. Part of me says, I can't remember Friday the 13th looking at me and going, you know what? I'm just going to take a giant shit on you. That's how this feels. No, when? When did Friday the 13th?
Manhattan.
No, this feels like someone hates Halloween.
Someone who hated Halloween and hates us.
I mean, this could be Rick Rosenthal still being bitter about some of his vision being skewed on the second movie.
No.
Well, going off of this, I think he might suck.
Look at his IMDb, and I can tell you he does.
So what are some other bangers? I'm going to allow the IMDb. I'm encouraging
Daniel. He was doing a whole bunch of TV before this specific movie. That's why this looks like a TV show.
Has he done any Gilmore Girls episodes?
He did some Buffy.
That Joss Whedon, he's not a good guy.
No,
but the show was all right.
Let's see if anything pops for him. Bad Boys, but not the one you're thinking of, Obvi. Nasty Boys, that is the one you're thinking of. The Witches of Eastwick, the TV movie.
I was like, he did the Oh, no.
I was about to be like, what?
I was like, what? The Birds 2?
Yeah, the Birds
honestly,
2. Not great.
Is there more than 3? If so, looking at you next Halloween. Huh? Is that our next franchise?
Just a little harmless sex. No, that would be Nightmare.
That would be a nightmare.
1 episode of Witchblade, 2 episodes of Buffy.
Well, hold on, guys. He did an episode of Witchblade.
It was probably the bad one.
1 episode of Veronica Mars.
All right, hold on, guys. This man can do nothing wrong. I take everything back. I'm sorry.
1 episode of the Dresden Files.
Okay, I'm back on board.
See?
7 of Smallville.
I could care less.
He shouldn't be doing movies, is what it sounds like. Maybe he shouldn't be. It doesn't seem like a horror guy.
I don't.
Yeah, but watch every single one of those episodes. It's the worst episode.
That's unfortunate.
But the 7 episodes of Buffy can't all be the worst. Only one of them can.
That's fair. He also had a small part in the movie Better Off Dead, which is a banger. Yeah, and he had a small part in this movie. He was the professor.
Good for him.
He wanted to have a cameo in this bullshit. That's how proud he was of it.
Everyone wants their Hitchcock moment. Just more broadly, does this, if I would watch it a different way, is this a so bad it's good movie?
No.
What? Because, okay, Katie, because I'm like, maybe I understand. Not all movies are made for me.
If it had way more Busta Rhymes, it could have been there.
I agree.
I would have taken more Busta.
I think Busta is in a different movie.
You get 20 more minutes of Busta trying to talk in the mask, and it's good.
Only if I get some shadow karate on the wall as he's doing it.
he's practicing.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. You know, okay.
He's outside in the he's in the backyard practicing while people are inside dying.
Oh no! Oh, that's what he's doing in front of the monitors instead of paying attention to what's going on.
Yes.
He's turned around watching a kung fu film and going, like doing all the best high-pitched noises, throwing some knife hands, some spear fingers. I did an internet search and I'm like, what are the so bad they're good horror movies? And the list that I was getting: Anaconda, Killer Clowns from Outer Space,
good.
And I'm like,
also just
those
good.
are just
Those
they're
are both
Troll
just
2,
good.
and I'm like, those
Troll
are just
2,
that's
Troll 2
one.
is so bad. That's the one.
That's the only one that's so bad it's good, but
you
it's
got one.
but it's good. I'm like, what people think of as so bad are good. They're good horror movies. We would say no, those are good. Those are just good.
Like, so bad it's good, like that Children of the Corn where the budget cut out part of the way through and all of a sudden it was a Barbie doll in front of like a hand puppet. Like that was...
You gotta do what you gotta do. That's
I don't know if I've had the pleasure.
Filmmaking. Oh, Ryan.
I don't know if I've had the pleasure.
Okay, we'll do it eventually. If they had leaned into more of the ridiculous stuff, they could have ended up in a so bad it's good situation. But it's like they still think this is a serious, like, good movie, and they keep trying to play it that way, but they're just not getting there. But then they still sprinkle in some stuff that just, Busta, absolutely ridiculous in this. Love them in it, but it just doesn't fit the tone that they think they're going for.
Yeah.
And then we got fucking party goers standing around like, oh yeah, you're so gullible. Like, it's not, no, it's just, there's never any tension in this.
I don't know how they managed to give Katie Sackhoff a character.
I hated her.
Who I just wanted to die. I'm like, I watched you as Starbuck for how many years? Waiting. Just loving it. And I'm like, what?
They did no favors to any of this cast.
Like, these are not bad actors, Kenny.
They're not. People, I've seen lots of these people
have craft.
in lots of other things.
They have skills.
They have careers.
Is it Luke Kirby?
Yeah, you've seen him.
He's amazing in Maisel.
Yeah, Deckard. Yeah, he's in the Maisel. He's in another big horror movie. Well, he's good in The Marvelous Miss Maisel, I'll tell you that much.
He's great in it. But everybody's great in it, to be fair. Tony Shalhoub, of course.
Oh, I mean,
Mr.
loved
Monk
him in
himself.
Wings.
Alex Borstein, obviously.
But I mean, you got Daisy McCracken. I mean, they even made the mistake of having, Lori have long hair again.
Look.
Short hair Lori, okay?
Well, Kenny, she's
crazy.
She has short hair on the poster and DVD cover.
Wait, what?
That's true.
Why? Why do you ask, Daniel? Because, Daniel, this is like the most cynical, if you're like, okay, I understand. People who make, like the high execs who make movies are doing it to make money. But I gotta believe
in the end,
at some point the people actually making the film care about like artistry, craft, all that kind of thing, right? So what happened?
I don't think they had anyone screen test this or even look it over because like it doesn't pass any of the tests. I mean,
an interview with Busta Rhymes on like one of the late nights where he was talking about how they shot like 1 billion different endings and he didn't even know if the ending that they were going with, if he was alive in it.
Nice. Also, I was wrong, Daniel. Thought you were talking about Ryan Merriman.
I don't know who that is.
I got the two dudes mixed up. The guy who played Deckard. You're talking about the one dude.
Talking about the other
headed dude.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, the fake hide from That 70s Show.
Yeah,
which they made the right choice getting the fake hide. No, Merriman, he was in Final Destination 3 and The Ring 2.
Also, they didn't even watch the movie before this.
Daniel, okay, if you missed our discussion on H2O.
How many students died in H2O?
Students?
At Hillcrest School.
At Hillcrest, two.
That's not what this guy in the insane asylum says.
Well, maybe those other two,
Students.
all the way still in Illinois at that one city, they were kicked out of Hillcrest and had to flee to Middle America.
He said Michael Myers killed 4 students at Hillcrest Academy.
Well, you don't understand
categorically not correct.
The guidance counselor is a lifelong student.
That makes 3.
You get free coursework if you work there. So
even if you include the guidance counselor, that makes
2
3
students.
And we're counting that door that had the closet. So the door itself got an honorary degree 1 year.
It didn't squeak for a whole year.
Whole year, Daniel.
It's not even hard
and Lori's
math.
career. Oh, you know what?
Like, look,
the paramedic.
I've got more
the paramedic,
fingers
Daniel.
Oh, the paramedic that got
that
he
was a student
there.
To be fair,
he didn't kill him.
Michael Myers. That one's not on.
He set him up to die,
Myers.
though.
I mean, did he? All that guy had to do was like
take the mask off,
or not lunge at Laurie Strode, or like wave his hand and say hi, or like
not
moan.
sit up like Michael does.
Or
nobody
be like,
sits up like that normally.
I just went through a windshield. I'm gonna take.
Although how is she supposed to know
$5.
it's Michael Myers and not a random EMT she doesn't know?
Because it was Michael Myers. She couldn't have known.
You can't kill Michael Myers. It's in the contract. You can't do it. You just can't.
Did they
do it?
Did
now,
they not do it in
Daniel,
this movie?
No. Did you know, Daniel? They originally, when they're pitching this to Jamie Lee Curtis, she's of course like, "What?"
I walk in, and I'm like, "What the fuck is happening here? I don't understand this." And we had a stake through the heart. We had a head chopped off. We had it all. And they looked at me and said, "Jamie, there's a clause in the contract with Mustafa Akkad that says you can't kill him." What? There is a clause that says we are not allowed to kill him. Now you fucking tell me?
But they wanted her to, they said, how about this? Laurie Strode kills herself. You'll be out in 10 seconds. And Jamie Lee Curtis said, fuck you, no.
Correct answer.
Now remember that for Halloween Ends, when What's-His-Face comes into the room and Laurie Strode says, "Do you really think I would kill myself?" And then shoots the guy. Spoilers.
I think the real
actually, I take it back. They did watch the movie because we got Michael. I guess it's his new thing. They found a new verb for Michael to do, and that new verb is pull-ups.
Pull-ups. Yeah, they fucking love it. Oh my god, we can have him do a new one.
Wait,
we can show.
Are you talking about pull-ups
one?
like what a toddler wears?
No, like you know
when
the
they're
thing I was
body
talking about doing, which
okay.
I definitely hurt my arm doing. So it's not for everybody. It's not for me apparently.
Well, how many rats are in your diet, Daniel?
Not enough.
Okay.
Got to eat them raw. Get that real raw
Michael's
protein.
been living on a diet of rats. That's what's making him psychotic, I guess, according to the chef.
Oh, no. Psychobabble, no.
Now, when we get to the end, though, we're going to have a long discussion about which one's worse.
Which
Resurrection
ending?
or 6.
Oh.
6.
This has like
That's
3
what
or
it's gonna
4
s-
endings. We have to figure out.
I only watched the one that I watched.
The one.
Oh. Really?
Okay, but what? Hey,
They
we haven't
filmed a
actually
whole
started
bunch.
talking about the
Oh.
movie, though.
What? We
So
are
right off the
talking
bat,
about the movie.
You know,
We just
but
don't
we haven't
wanna-
started going through it. Okay,
No.
we gotta get through it. We gotta do it. So right off the bat, I see Rick Rosenthal. So it's like, good. Now I remember who to avoid.
Who's to
thanks.
blame?
Yeah, and like, all right,
He should
grew
have
her
been
hair
put
back
in
out.
director jail.
Oh, big time. She grew her hair back out. Poor choice. She's in the insane asylum. But I'm like,
Those are
where's her son
extensions.
who survived?
Who?
Well, who?
Yeah, exactly. They love that one arm pull
Michael
up. Like
not
Daniel's
interested in
saying.
him anymore.
Now we're showing that.
Punch me in the face.
Punch me in the face.
Punch me in the face, Michael.
We're showing that weird flashback where they're saying, "Oh yeah, it's the paramedic." This fucking guy comes up to the severed head with his bare fucking hands, picks it up, he's got his hand on the bottom of the fucking neck stump, trying to pull the mask off. That's a bold choice.
I mean, one might ask why they didn't do that before.
Before they put him in, why did everyone leaves his
Putting
mask
him in
on?
the
Did it
body
again in
bag.
this movie?
I guess cutting his head off, it's easier to take it off, maybe.
I would think it's
but you know
harder.
what? The two nurses talking about it, and the one nurse like, yeah, but don't tell her you know, okay? And she hasn't said a word in years. You mean like in the 3 years? Because that's what you said? Like, you
It's a
can be
whole bunch of
specific because you're already specific.
She is technically correct.
3 years is years.
You have to say
Dumb
3 years
as hell.
instead of 3 year.
Let's go give her the drugs.
She hasn't spoken in 3 years.
3 year. 3 year. Give her the drugs.
Oh,
She'll
let's
take those
Kenny,
drugs.
Let's give her the drugs and let's hand them to her Watch her put her
then walk
mouth,
away.
but then walk away. While we're also saying, I mean, she did kill that guy after all.
Right. It's fine. She's a suicide risk.
Probably
too, so,
the guilt.
it's fine.
Probably. She likes to get up on the roof somehow. She keeps getting on the roof. She's a disassociative
Why do they say somehow?
person, like completely gone, but she's making it up to the roof somehow.
She seems
Everyone walks out of the room.
It's like
Why do
she's
they say
building
somehow?
some sort of a trebuchet up there. I don't know what she's up to.
A rabbit
Doctors
snare.
say let her
Jake
do
will
it.
catch
It's
no
good for her
rabbits on the
therapy.
roof. John Wayne Gacy walks out. Some dude obsessed with serial killers.
Not that obsessed.
Raggedy
Can't
Ann
even
doll.
get the fucking details right.
We get Mikey on the camera. Ryan loves that.
I'm okay with it here so far. It hasn't overstayed its welcome.
It will.
Yes. Oh yes.
So we get we walk the serial killer obsessed dude back to his room. How do you keep getting out? Whatever the fuck your name is, Gary, Harold, Gerard, whatever. It's like, puts him back in the room and then gets back to the guard room. And the other guard's like, I thought you put dipshit back in his cage. And it's like, I just did. It's like, well, I see him on camera down there. We got to go get him. All right, let's go get him. Snack break.
I'm
I
hungry.
skipped dinner. I need a little cake. And I get that.
I got some
sometimes I
cake
need a
you
little
can
cake.
eat.
As a little cake?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Now, the other guy's walking there, and then Mikey does his fucking move again. It's the second time in the first 5 minutes of the movie we see him lower himself with one arm. And,
Look, we got a new verb. This is exciting.
it's so pumped. Now, we're going to go My Bloody Valentine this shit. Walk in there, see a nice big random dryer. No other laundry machines around there, just the dryer. Thump, 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 thump.
It never occurred to me, why is there just the one dryer there?
Yeah. And it's who throws a bloody head in with the white
Michael
sheets. That's
does.
rude. He freaks out.
He
and then
doesn't know
Mikey
how to
does a
do
little-
laundry.
It softens it like those tennis
Also,
balls.
would he understand what a video camera is?
Maybe not. I'm sure some of his sessions were recorded by Lumi.
That's like the 70s.
Maybe.
Well, which Michael is this, Daniel?
What do you mean?
Is this a Michael that has ignored 4, 5, and 6, or is this a Michael that's the whole Michael, the whole shebang?
I thought this was H2O timeline.
I think it's H2O timeline.
Look, you can say it is.
Oh, okay.
Hashtag not my timeline.
I will say it is then.
What do you mean it's not your timeline? This is the timeline that has your 2 favorite movies in the franchise.
Resurrection and
Halloween and H2O.
oh yeah, pretty good.
Pretty solid. So, you know what? Mikey does his favorite thing where he gets right behind a dude and presses his junk up against him just long enough for them to look, what is that on my back? And then he slashes the throat. Feel it? Little throat slash. And then we get this weird...
I'm starting to think Michael might be a little bit of a pervert.
A little bit of a pervert.
A little bit.
What's with this shaky cam for a second where it just aggressively vibrates
And the
twice
weird,
and then he
the weird
Luthers through a door?
slow-mo.
Oh,
Yeah,
weird
like the
slow-mo.
The dryer does a slow-mo for a second, right?
Yeah.
Did you like the slow-mo?
No.
No.
Oh, that's too bad, because when I was editing this, my only note was more slow-mo.
I don't understand what the...
And so I kind of really leaned into the slow-mo.
What is
No.
the
I use it when it
point?
doesn't make sense to use it.
It doesn't. What
someone
is the
walks in the
point?
room, hit that slow-mo button.
Hit that slow-mo.
I just don't...
No,
I
man.
don't get it.
Don't hit that slow. Hit the aggressively shaky camera.
Yeah, to answer your question, Kenny, I'm
Rrr.
like, it's like a bad shark movie effect. Like the shark just rammed a cage, but to show it to you, they jostle the camera.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was laughable, too.
He is just a killer shark in baggy overalls.
Also, his clothes
Oh
don't
my
fit good
God.
in this one.
It just comes full circle. Now, I guess she's had 3 years to plan to just tap Michael on the head with a light after he stabs her bed again, because
He's a Nazgul!
He's a creature of habit. Yes, he's a Nazgul. Very good.
He
Daniel.
needs to get a better habit of brushing his mask because his hair is
His
wild
hair in these
in the
early
start of this
scenes is
one.
crazy.
It's woof, up there. He's got the Jew-fro going on. I'm waiting for him to be the DJ.
I thought she should have done something with all her sleepy time pills and
Shove them in his mouth.
mashed them up and then injected them into him to put him to sleep.
Put him in his butt.
Oh, you mean like she was keeping him for an actual purpose?
Yeah.
Not just to not go to sleepy sleep? Daniel, you've already improved the script 25%. Keep going.
Okay, so she goes up to she leads him up to the trebuchet, right?
But it's an actual full-scale trebuchet.
Because she's been going up there. She's been busy.
And
I don't think
on
you guys
the
know
bottom
what a
we see
trebuchet
orcs.
is.
where like she's done some practice runs with Orakai and goblins. All right.
She's gonna launch him into the next county, and then it's their problem.
But that's not what that does. It's all it is a rope snare.
Well, she wasn't done building it.
She couldn't get a permit.
You gotta have a permit.
That's fair. Well, okay. He follows her to the roof, and she's like, "I fucking got you," because she like hangs her nightgown over the edge.
Nightgown there if you're just gonna pop out from behind the door and be like, "I got you."
She still had to lure him to the edge.
Yeah,
I thought she was
that's
gonna
where
tackle
the rope
his
trap
ass.
is. Oh yeah, like grab them and both go over. Done.
Yeah, but did you see how small the initial loop was on that rope trap? He had to stand perfectly in the right spot.
Yeah, and he did.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
He fucking did it, dude.
I was just like, you stood right in the rope, dumbass.
Oh, you know what happens?
Like,
She fucking slams the door shut, and then she's like, Michael, you've activated my trap card.
Trap card. And I'm like, oh shit, she talks. It's like, wait, she was faking it this whole time.
I mean,
she just wanted to go somewhere where she could, lure him in. But whatever. She's like, I ain't scared of you no more.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Are you scared of me, Michael?
We got him.
Yeah, but he's actually passed out from being upside down for too long.
Blood will go to your head, man. But he's been training. I think if he can do that one arm pull up, he should have no problem sitting up and just cutting the rope.
Yeah. Just having a little fall. Well, he didn't have the knife. He dropped the knife.
Why did he drop the knife?
He got scared. He is scared of her.
Maybe he's never been upside down.
Just came out of nowhere.
Maybe he doesn't know what's going on.
You're right.
Where am I?
He's used to having like things dropped on him.
Yeah.
But
everything's upside down.
Well, you know what?
Now he's the hood ornament. It's no good.
Yeah, he is also an observant little boy. He knows, like, oh yeah, she freaked out because like she seen the guy do this thing where he touched at the mask and then she killed him.
How does he know that?
How did he see that?
Because he's always lurking, He's always lurking.
She got in a van.
We watched him walk into the forest.
Yeah, he just walked into the forest
with the knife in his hands.
Which where is that forest?
At
Hillcrest. If this is a fortress.
It's Northern California. It's outside the school.
How did he get outside
the
There's only the one exit.
He's dressed as a paramedic ambulance man.
Holding a big knife.
You'd think he'd be easy to spot with one eye, but that's not respected in any other movie.
His whole body should be fucked up.
Well, actually, both of eyes should be gone because he got shot in both of them in the second movie, and that was canon. Michael
should have shot him out of a cannon.
Right? So he's grabbing at his mask, and she's like, oh, man, I got to be sure. Can't accidentally kill another one. I'm like, no, you can. If he's up there fucking with you, he deserved to die. Just drop him. Not that I think dropping him would kill Michael Myers. I think you got to cut his head off again.
It's a fair assumption.
Yeah.
I think you got to throw him through some sort of a wood chipper.
There you go.
What if we don't chip him, though? What if we just, like, ground him?
Yeah, like a wood grounder.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that would do it.
She gets over within arm's length, and he's not reaching anymore. And she's like, oh, yeah, he's just going to let me take his mask off to make sure it's him so I can kill him. No, he's not. Hug you.
So fucking stupid.
And then we fall.
Well, she gives him a little kiff.
This is stupid, too. Why'd she give him?
Well, okay,
she's showing she's not afraid of him anymore, Daniel. Like,
I'm not scared of you.
Don't kill me. It doesn't fucking matter, bro.
I'll see you in hell, dude.
Okay.
But here's the thing. You thought his one-arm pull-up was impressive before? How about catching him and her with a backwards hand that has two fingers on the ledge?
It's weird. It's like,
and just holding
how's he doing that?
And then he just stabs her with the free hand, so she's holding on to him to get stabbed. And then they have their little Spider-Man kiss, and then, she falls. And then we find out, he's walking back through there, and the serial killer fanatic getting all his dates wrong. Michael Myers, born October 19th. It's like, I don't know, man. I've heard a couple different dates
for when he was born. On Halloween.
Right? And then,
I heard Mikey's he was born like the day after, technically the day after
either Halloween or the day after, but not 19th.
Yeah. Not 19th, no. But then Mikey walks in there and is like, here you go, little fan. Have my knife. I love you.
Oh, Michael Myers.
If you watch I call it the gas because it's the Grace Anderson Sanitarium, other known as gas. So this gas patient, you see his lips moving for a minute as he's going into
yeah.
But then his lips stop, but the voice continues.
There's a lot of that in this movie.
And I'm like, wait, what? How's he doing that? I didn't know he was a ventriloquist too. Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he's
That's how he keeps getting out of his cell.
I'm out.
I'm already out.
Oh, we better open the door.
Open the door. So that we can put him back in later.
Next scene, Carl Jung hated this movie.
the shadow.
Haters.
It's all about
Persona.
facing up to your shadow. Okay.
The Shadow's a good movie. I agree.
That's
Well-
yeah, that's fine. No, it's a good movie. Kenny, so the talk about Carl Jung and the shadow, this would normally be the part where I go
I didn't even
and
bother.
say something where I eat all this shit up.
Yeah,
No.
I didn't bother either.
No.
That's right.
I didn't go to college,
I
and,
eat enough for
neither
this shit.
did these people.
You know what movie had a better like setup for getting students into like a creepy house?
Every other one.
Scary Movie 2.
Yeah.
You got Tim Curry telling me you want me to go into a scary house?
Tim Curry could tell me to
Absolutely.
go literally anywhere. I'd be like, "Are you gonna be there?"
Anywhere.
I'm there.
Yeah, there with fucking bells on because I think you might like them. I got some new bells.
I think he has a jazz album where he sings, or he did like 10 years ago.
Tim,
Curry, yeah.
pre or post stroke?
Pre.
I think it'd have to be longer than 10 years. So I feel like it's been.
Okay, 20 years.
Maybe I can buy that.
What is time?
Can you just? You can't just drive a moped on the sidewalk of a campus.
Fucking watch me, dude.
Well, no, you can do that, but then I also deserve a scene of Michael Myers on a moped driving around town, caught on traffic security cams, running red
And
lights, like hitting a pedestrian, picking him up, brushing him off, getting back
Then
on the
you
moped.
see Russell Crowe going back the other way on his
No.
moped.
Yes. And Keanu Reeves is there. He's just sitting on a park bench watching it all happen.
Eating a
Later on,
sandwich.
they
Like, I
say-
ain't dealing with
They
this.
say that they towed a car, like a Firebird that was in front of the Myers house. Did they fucking tow Michael's car?
They towed his fucking car. His fucking F-bird, dog. Well, you know, we finally get to see Katie Sackhoff. I'm like, there's the real star
I was
of this
so
movie.
excited
Look at
at
how young
first,
she is.
And then
Look how look how, gosh, she's such a baby in this.
it's baby Sackhoff,
Yeah.
everybody.
Little baby Sackhoff.
It's
Yeah.
baby,
That's baby Katie.
whatever her
then they
Mandalorian
ruined her.
character's name
That's
is.
little Starbuck, little Twinkle.
Little twinkle, twinkle, little star. Except in this movie. And then there was a bug on my TV, and I left it there because I thought it could be interesting seeing where the fly would crawl around to like liven up the movie.
You're like, what does it get attracted
What
to?
if it
What
had
elements?
like gone at someone's like in someone's mouth and they cough? That would have been crazy.
That would have been dope, but it didn't. Just so you guys know, it didn't.
Okay.
Well, now they're talking about, oh, we got onto this reality TV show. It's going to be great. It's going to be bigger than the Osbournes. It's like, is that what we have to blame for this? People are like, the Osbournes ended up being really popular.
Yeah, but this is kind of
So
ahead of
fucking
its
random.
time because there's not really any internet stuff happening.
Oh, damn, there was going to be 1,000 people watching this. You know how much money they're going to make off 1,000 people watching
I
this?
saw no ads on this website. They're not making anything.
It's a robust back end.
The only way this
There you go.
works is if these
Robust.
people, these producers, use this as like a reel to get a real job.
No. You see, it's all filmed, so they get some syndication rights, maybe.
How? Where
internet syndication?
Unless
rights,
you're
Dan.
cutting between the camera, you're editing this between the cameras and putting together something and then selling it to who?
Busta Rhymes told me there was going to be a big ass that we could all eat out of at the end of this. Okay,
Don't you have to have 100 episodes of a TV show before you can even get
Yeah.
syndicated?
big ass. We're all going to eat out
mean,
of it. We're all going to eat
Look,
at this.
I want to eat out of the big ass with Busta Rhymes as much as you do, but I just don't think it's there.
How dare you question his? I don't know.
I don't
How
think
dare
they had a
you?
real business plan here. Now, all right, we're gonna be over there. We're gonna be talking about this thing, all the good stuff. We're gonna get a scholarship out of this somehow. Peep the scholarship, but then we're gonna have some creepy dude walk into our room, start talking about Myers, awkwardly standing next to our panties, grabbing our panties.
Well, there's not a lot of doomsayers in these movies.
They don't do it right.
No, we have
We had Loomis.
great whale hunters.
Loomis.
Yeah. Loomis
But
is the
he's
hunter.
Yeah, I'd say he's not just a doomsayer.
But now we got an actual doomsayer.
No,
Yeah, you're
we
gonna
have
die,
we have a
and I'm gonna
panty
keep your
toucher
underwear.
sniffer. That ain't the same thing.
Listen, if you
Like,
had
the
seen
doom he's talking
if you had
about is
put-
what he's gonna do to the character.
If you had put
You're
that
telling
gas
me
station,
Crazy Ralph
if you had put
hasn't
Crazy
fucking
Ralph in
sniffed some
this
panties?
scenario, he would have done the
Oh.
exact same thing.
I think this could be Crazy Ralph's son. Check it.
Sent off to college.
Crazy
All right?
We know
Benny.
Crazy Ralph was married.
He's not actually going to college there. He works there. He's, in maintenance.
Hey, that's a noble profession.
It is, but he didn't actually get hired. He just walked around and started trying to fix
Well, then he
things,
doesn't
pretending like
actually
he
work
fits
there
in.
now, does he?
So it's a classic Crazy Ralph move. Act like you belong, son.
I'm gonna be in the pantry if anyone needs me.
I'm gonna be in the panties if anyone needs me. It's a bold move. I don't think I've ever seen that kid anywhere else again.
And you never
this was his
will.
one shot, and it's been just downhill since then. Is this Haig? Southern? Was this? Might have been.
Doesn't matter.
I lie. If this is that guy, then he was in Slither. I'd have to verify. He's old now. Everyone's so old now.
Time.
Where were we? This movie sucks. Okay, so we've got Deckard now. We're meeting Deckard. He's over there. He's him and his buddy. He's like, yo, yeah, you're chatting with this girl online. Who's Deckard? Oh, that's my screen name. Like, all right.
Stay a while and listen.
No, it's stay a while and sex chat.
Yeah.
No,
but
Ryan,
Yahoo
they're
chat
just
rooms.
friends.
Yahoo
I'm
chat
sorry,
rooms don't
really?
count.
Oh, yeah, it don't count.
It don't.
Well, you boys know that back in the olden days, knights used to like court ladies without ever even seeing them.
I thought
right?
you were
so,
going
like,
to say
I'm like a knight.
knights were keyboard warriors back in the olden days.
That's kind of what he's trying to say,
and
right?
defend the realm.
That's what he's saying.
One keystroke at a time. I strongly disagree, sir.
Strongly. That's kind of cringy. But then we jump, and we see Busta now, and I'm excited. And then we see Fake Hide.
Dreads don't look good on everyone, but they look good on Busta.
Oh, of course. Absolutely. And then we're talking about some the Fake Hide's like, oh, yes, the great white shark of our unconscious. I'm like, what the fuck? Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Say one more word, dude. One more word. You're going to meet the great white fist of my fist on your face and my mouth on your... I'm going to bite your nuts on this one, dude.
No, don't, dude.
I'm okaying it. I'm opening the gate on the nut biting.
Yeah, but two out of the three of us have to okay the nut biting, and I'm not giving the okay.
Well, I okayed it, so that's 2 out of the 3.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Well, the guy goes over and knocks on Busta's room, interrupting him, watching some dude whip some ass.
This is important, Kenny, because this shows you
kung fu.
He knows kung fu.
He knows kung fu.
Well,
and now Busta's over there talking about how all this is going to go down and whatnot. And he's like, just pat yourself on the back. This is going to be so good, Busta. I'm like, hell yes, it is, Busta. Not the movie, but what you're doing is great.
Kenny, he's ad-libbing most of this.
Is he really? I can believe that.
Yeah, he's just saying shit.
It's great. It's bad, but it's great.
Yes.
It works for him in the movie.
Watching it last night, Buster, I got the impression that Rick gave you a lot of latitude to kind of interpret the script a little bit yourself. It seemed like you played with the lines a little bit. You had some fun. Is that right?
Oh, most definitely. Rick Rosenthal is one of the greatest directors. I mean, for the most part, he's going to give you his direction. That's his job, and he's one of the best directors, that I've personally worked with. But he's not a closed-minded director. He definitely loves to experiment. He loves to try things. He loves to give you the freedom to feel comfortable and offer what you have as a flavor to your character just to make it that much more flavorful.
And then we get like a random Mikey vision.
I'm not going to lie. I lose track of what's happening until a wall caves in and there's some fake arms.
So did they do all of their like pre-production, setting up the house and everything while he was like out stalking Lori?
Probably.
It's been 3 years since... Okay, yeah, when would they have done this?
Why wouldn't the neighborhood have tore down that house? At the end, you see the rest of the neighborhood and it looks fucking great.
You look at that house, there is no way that someone doesn't buy that property and bulldoze it. Just for the sheer property value around it.
I got a problem.
It's going to increase everything, yes.
I don't know what day it is.
Oh, it's Halloween.
Are you sure?
I'm not.
I don't actually know.
Was there a title? What day did Lori die?
I don't know. You're right, Ryan.
We didn't actually see her die, though,
She could be okay.
The Myerses are like that.
That would have been a good reveal.
That she was still alive.
Instead of getting two Michaels stalking through the house, there's a third one, and that's her.
Daniel, one of the script ideas for this one is that the killer turns out to be Laurie Strode.
That would have been more interesting.
No, that would never happen.
That would never happen. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, you can't say that because you didn't like it when that happened in the comic book.
It happened in the comic book?
Yes. Chaos Comics, Halloween, issue 3. When it revealed who the killer was, and you and I both went, "Who's that?"
Oh,
and then later, it went, "Oh yeah, it's Laurie Strode."
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh my god!
Not really, to be honest. I remember Night Dance. I remember that one.
Okay, yeah, it's a banger.
That's the one I don't remember as well, and I got to reread it. Okay, so dude, I gotta watch her first episode. I can't go to this Halloween party. Well, you're coming, dude. Then we cut to Tyra, who's getting it, making that drink, and then while she's making her drink, getting her groove on, one of the setup dudes is slowly taking the bottom of a camera stand through the throat.
Yeah,
That's
you know,
'cause-
because they all have that spike on them because you want to like spike them down into the ground so that
Yeah,
Well,
like
that's how you anchor them into concrete.
so that a
And you
fucking
always just,
tornado
like-
can't take it away.
Of course. And you always just slowly wait for it to go into your throat.
Well,
And this is where I fell asleep the first time. And then I woke
a
up
long
to
blink.
finish it. Yeah, it's a long blink.
You know what? The
Okay,
long
I'm going
blink
to
is a
sleep.
hell of a title
Yeah.
for
Yeah, it
like
is.
a novel.
It's a Stephen King short story.
You know what? When we make our movie, The Long Blink, done.
And we'll make a movie 10 times worse than this. Count on it.
No worries.
You think we
there.
can get Busta
No,
Rhymes?
Absolutely. I said you make up your own lines, buddy.
Whatever movie
Hell
you want to
yeah.
be in, just pretend you're in it, even if that's not the
Pretend
movie
you're
we're
in it.
making.
But now I have
We
a picture
owe
him
it.
talking like Pikachu, where he's just like Busta Busta.
Hell yeah.
We're like, yes, that's right. There is a killer in the house.
I'd watch that in a heartbeat. I bet he'd have fun doing it. I would let him do it. We owe it to our fans to investigate. We're in the house now. Like what?
Where are we?
What fans? You don't have any fucking fans.
I'm sorry. I know you had a long blink, and I can't. I just
If you have
probably stopped
questions,
caring.
just ask me.
Dangertainment. Why are they doing this? Was it ever established? Like
Okay.
Why?
We need to go. We need these unskilled, unprofessional people to go into Michael Myers' house and investigate to find out why he did the things he did. Because all the police and doctors and scientists over the last 20 plus years couldn't figure it out. But these kids, they're going to figure it out being locked in there for one night.
okay,
It's scare tactics
okay.
or fear. What is it? Is that the
Murder.
right one?
Maybe it's they should have gone for more murder in small town acts.
Oh,
I feel like they were trying to kind of combine them.
And no, that's a banger of a show. So you know what? Hey Ryan, you got nice legs. When do they open?
I'm
For
sorry.
you, never.
If
but
I
maybe
did-
15 minutes.
Kissing a music major is the equivalent of being a lesbian.
That's a good line.
I can get down with that.
She must be a lesbian though.
So she must be. They're walking around the Myers house. It's brought up extra shitty. They go open up drawers.
It's a
like, oh,
sick
here's a
manch.
knife. It's sick match. It's like, is this the knife he used? Yeah, because
He pulls
obviously
out a
the police
fucking
would leave that
sword.
there. It's fucking huge.
There's
There's
They end up
swords.
upstairs.
There's spices in the pantry.
There's a knife
It's
block. That's where knives go.
It's true.
not in drawers.
Not in
There's like a
drawers.
haunted
Savages.
high chair with like a padlock on it. That wasn't Michael's. That was Laurie's if it was anyone's.
Well, that's a
Fair.
prop. All this stuff
I
is
know.
planted. Why you would feel the need
But
to
it's the
plant
dumbest shit.
seasonings though? I don't understand.
In case you get hungry.
Is there ramen too?
All right, check it
Oh,
out.
yeah,
check
buddy.
it out. We got
Check
these
it out
young
now.
college kids.
Real
all
bad
right?
movie. Check
Now,
it out now.
Let's maybe
I try not to.
maybe they get hungry.
Hungry.
Okay,
Yeah.
what are they gonna do? They're gonna bust to open some ramen.
They're gonna bust
All right,
open some ramen.
and they're gonna figure out, oh, we don't got water. What are we gonna do? We're just gonna have to crunch it dry. I can't do that. But then one of them goes, nah, who can? Because we've got the oregano. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Trick or
That's
treat.
It's still gonna be
that's
dry.
the seasoning you chose to put on your dried ramen was oregano.
And there's
Cinnamon
probably water in the
is
back
too
of the toilet.
powerful. Chili powder
Cinnamon
is
is
just
too
gonna be
powerful.
god awful.
It's a 10 on the power scale. We can't use
you
cinnamon.
put just a little bit of it, and
They
you'll
should
never hear the end
They
of
should
it.
have used the cinnamon. Cinnamon is so flammable. They should have thrown that in his face and then lit him on fire.
I made my point with the cinnamon. All right, it was more effective a point than I had imagined.
What are you talking
but
about?
it worked.
What happened?
I believe number one fan Binge was making a sauerkraut and did his usual half a container of seasoned salt in there.
Yeah.
And I believe there were complaints about that is a lot of seasoned salt.
It is.
Can't just be throwing whatever
that
in
is
there
a
in
lot
as
of
many
salt.
quantities.
It
Your
is.
I was like,
sodium
you know
levels
what?
through the
Fuck it.
roof.
It's like we can throw whatever we want in there then. And I put a dash of fucking cinnamon in there. Just a fucking like half a teaspoon or something. Whole thing was fucked.
Oh, I
But
thought
it was already
I thought you
fucked
were going to
from the
tell a
sheer amount of
story
salt.
about accidentally lighting someone on fire with cinnamon. I guess not.
No, that wasn't an accident.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Our cousin
dude.
Jimothy.
Poor Jimothy. He's in the better place with Uncle Chud.
He's in the good place.
The good place. So, this is dumb. No one's gonna believe this is real. There's too much shit that would have been left there. Like, cops are gonna leave all that shit. Well, bad plan, Busta.
Takes them a while
Tyra,
to
come
catch on,
You're
though.
a better marketer than that. It really does. They're kind of idiot. And it's the part where I'm like, all these people, they're okay actors. Like, I'm not gonna say any of them are amazing, but they're at least decent actors.
Sackhoff's
They
amazing.
all
Kirby's amazing.
They're all
Busta
presented
Rhymes is
in this film.
amazing.
They're slightly off. Like, this movie does a good job at making it seem like they're just Joe Schmo off the street.
There is
but I don't
something
think they were
off, especially with
to do that.
Sackhoff and what she's doing. With her,
the lighting,
with her
the
face
makeup,
and her eyes.
It's off-putting.
I don't like it.
Not her specifically, like all of them. None of them feel like movie stars.
Well, they don't have to feel like movie stars. They just need to be like acting in a way that is believable.
But I don't think that's the direction they were getting.
That's the problem.
Yeah, like they did something and ruined all of these people. Except for Busta.
Except for Busta. He's perfect.
Busta remained
pure.
He's a golden flower. He's perfect.
When we get to the scene with him and Michael, let me tell you.
I have no criticism for anything
screen,
Busta
I'm excited.
does.
I am so pumped every time he shows up.
Diplomatic immunity. Busta does.
Busta, you almost single-handedly saved this movie.
Almost. Like every time Busta's coming on, I'm like, ooh, makes me feel good.
Busta makes me feel good.
But you know what? All right, back at this house. Oh, wait, hold on. First, Michael's lingering in a corner, just breathing loudly.
Why is he Blair Witching in a corner now?
Well, no, Blair Witching is when you're facing into the corner, Ryan.
Well, how do you know which way he's facing?
I guess I don't, because
you do.
The mask could be. The mask could. Oh, he's turned the mask around, so it looks like he's looking out, but he's looking into. Okay.
He's taking a little nap.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Back at the party, though, clearly we're dressed up like Pulp Fiction. Deckard,
I admire the restraint on these students to not go all the way with the Pulp Fiction costumes.
No blackface.
No blackface. Good choice.
Great choice.
No katana.
Some senators would have made the wrong choice there.
This is fair, Obama.
Wait, Obama wore a Gimp mask?
No.
The joke is that Obama wears blackface, but that's not. Entirely accurate, because as we know, he is a lizard masquerading as a man.
This is true. Half the politicians. Do you like this setup in this home office though? Like the mouse and keyboard just there, and you flip on the TV all the way across the room.
I feel like it's really far away, especially compared to what I'm doing right now.
Font.
Was that mouse wireless?
Yeah, the whole thing was wireless.
What the hell's the range?
Across the room.
Where's the PC? Under the desk? And it's just...
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's running wires under the floor, through the walls. It's fine.
This is pretty high-tech stuff for this time.
Oh, it's Big Money House, dog. And he's like, you know what? I got to watch this first episode. I said I was going to. And then we cut to some children randomly running around trick-or-treating, leaving a Jacko in front of the fucking Myers
I
house.
like this. Okay. If this is like a Haddonfield tradition now where they all have to, every Halloween, they have to leave a jack-o'-lantern there.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, Michael's going to come out.
It's the ritual offering. I love that. That would have been... Daniel, you've again, that's another 25% increase, Daniel. Keep them coming.
So 25 on 25. Does that put me at 30?
I mean,
yes.
You're never going to like actually make this into something I want to watch.
No,
but
I think
I
could.
We are going to improve it a little bit by a little.
It's like 31 point something.
A fifth of 25 is 5. So I add that to 25, so that's 30.
Okay, but if you improved it 25%, why would you be doing a fifth? That's 20%.
A fifth of 25? What?
If you break something into fifths, that's only 20% of it.
See, percentages is weird, you know? I don't understand
Your face is weird.
Busta makes me feel good.
Sense.
So you're saying I need to do a fourth. I gotcha.
Yeah, Doc. It makes no sense in this movie. They don't do anything to elaborate or anything why we did it. We're not paying attention to the rest of the town at all for this, but randomly we're going to cut in. Here's some kids dropping off a Jacko. Well, we needed just some like Halloween season filler to throw in right there.
That's how you know what day it is, Ryan.
That's how you know. You know what?
Also, the Halloween party is probably a pretty good indication.
I know that, but I'm trying to understand like how long after he kills Lori.
Oh, that was 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
It's been
1
week since he killed Lori.
And then someone busted into my house.
Busted in my house.
He said, makes me feel good. As he put up this drywall with some body parts from Taiwan behind it.
So weird.
Are we there yet?
Where are we going?
Okay. We just lit our sick Moonlight candles and lanterns.
Wow.
Okay. We had the one dude catch the one girl falling down the stairs right in the butt again.
Ah!
Like, stop touching me, bro. We get Oh, it was a Katie Sackhoff's butt he was touching? Because the other dude was touching the one lady. Everyone's being touched. Nobody likes it.
Everyone's touching without permission.
And no one's touching Daniel.
Oh, we're upstairs. The one dude's looking at the Starbucks, and he's like, yeah, but like one flash, you could light up 1,000 computer screens. And again, it's not a lot. And I'm like, yeah, and because you're pale, though, in this movie, too. Like, you're real pale. If you took your shirt off, I could probably, like, blow out their computer monitors and shit. But whatever. Mikey's standing outside the room while she's lifting up her shirt, and he's like, Mikey, likey. And then she
Huh?
So, Katie Sackhoff has actually said about this scene, she lifts her shirt up to her bra, and then without her knowledge or consent, they used a body double to do the rest. And she said, no. So in this movie, it's not a problem because
I don't remember seeing anything else.
all I seen was her bra.
It's not her.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, that's
seeing
all you
anything.
see. But her point was, had they gone further and like had actual nudity, it could have affected her like acting career because people would have assumed that she had done a nude scene, and that would have caused problems later on. And so now, like in all of her contracts, it's like a stipulation, like you will not use a body double for me.
This makes me so angry. All right, guys, let me paint a picture for you. It's a little 21-year-old Katie. There's a scene where they want me to flash my bra. And I said, I'm not comfortable with that, and it wasn't in the script. So I pulled my shirt up to like here, right below my bra on the day. And I was like, perfect, great, we've done it. They went back and shot it with a body double. So the bra that you see in this movie and the stomach, it's not me. This was one of those learning moments for me as an actor where I was like, never again will I have a contract that doesn't specifically like state that you may not bring somebody else in to pretend to be me or pretend to sound like me.
Fair. So what, they shot some more but then didn't show it?
No. They only shot. So when you see her face, that's all she did. And when you don't see her face, that's a body double.
Oh, so none of the shirt raising at all was her.
Correct.
Oh.
And she was not happy with that.
Weird. That whole thing's weird. Because then she's like,
is dirty.
That's scummy.
Cringy.
She goes,
yeah.
We've ran into some scummy horror directors. I think we had a pretty
It's a
bad
Weinstein
one on the Friday
production?
franchise of a while.
Yes,
There you go.
I'm pretty sure.
But she lifts her shirt to her bra and then pulls it back down and goes, you crack me up. You're so funny. I'm like, he wasn't being funny. He wanted to see boobs.
That's why that's
like,
funny.
That's not a joke. How's that a joke? Oh, it's funny that you think you're gonna see him. Well, you know what? Someone else is in the hall, dog. I seen him on the camera.
Who was it?
It's Mikey. He was over
Was
there
it
getting all
Mikey or
horned up.
was it Busta?
You heard him. No, Busta ain't out there yet. Because doesn't he like announce to Tyra like, I'm gonna go do my stuff? Or no, he doesn't. But I'm sure he does.
Watch this.
Just not on camera.
Busta's putting on a mask. Busta.
Busta bustin'.
And Tyra, I don't know Tyra Banks' character name. And Tyra's
It's Tyra.
all like,
You don't know Busta Rhymes' character name either.
it's Freddie.
Oh, okay. Well, it is Freddie.
No, it's Busta.
It's Busta.
Busta.
Busta,
Like,
Busta.
no, Busta. You can't go in there yet. We have to allow them to get like established.
It's not
into
like
the
fully
house.
night yet, Busta. We gotta wait for full night. Busta.
Full night. Now, we cut back to the party, and Deckard's in there watching his thing, and, you know, Biggins rolls in there with his lady, and they're about to go to Pound Town on the desk, and then the lady spots Deckard. There's like, oh, you perv? And I'm like, hold on, Biggins. I was here first, all right? You can't just walk in here where I'm taking a shit and call me a pervert.
Wait, you took a shit in the office?
That's neither here nor
I
there.
think I can
It's
call you a
actually over
pervert.
there.
If you're taking a shit where you're not supposed to take a shit, I think the argument could be made that you are, in fact, you might be a redneck.
I'd say it's not a sexual thing. The bathroom was full. So I shit in that trash can.
Right.
So, like, whatever. Now that's
Busta.
just showing us, okay, we're getting a crowd. We're getting a crowd watching the show now. Now there's still only thousands of computers, but maybe there's hundreds of people in front of these computers.
Oh, that's true. They're not getting the real accurate numbers. These people ain't paying.
They're going to have to do a Nielsen thing to say, hey, did you watch this? Like, yeah, dude. All right, cut back. We got Not Hyde and that one chick in the basement. And she's like, have you ever had an impulse you couldn't control? It's like, all the time. I'm like, did they just find the most horned up?
Continuously. And then
Not continually?
She corrects him with continually. And I'm surprised he didn't punch her in the face.
Well, he's trying to get some until he forgets.
Mystery comes first. Always.
Mystery always comes first. Okay,
Busta.
so we got all these horned up dudes. And then Mikey's walking around with this knife awkwardly pointing up. I think that's dangerous. Should point it down.
That is really poor safety handling. You're right.
Yeah, and then Starbucks screams. A fracking toaster must have gotten her. And then like what's his face? Rudy like has his flashlight shined in the corner, but he hears the screen, so he's turning looking, and the flashlight's right on Mikey, and I'm like, Mikey, don't move. College students their vision's based on movement. And then she jumps out and does a scream at them and got their asses, but apparently blew out every fucking computer speaker watching this thing because everyone's like, oh my God, it's so loud. Now the whole party's in there watching it, but it's still only 1,000 people. Where's this money coming from? I don't know. But you know what? Then what's his face? Miles. No, not Miles. What's that other dude? Bill? Bill. Yeah.
Look, Bill's like, I'm not going to lie to you. I can't do names. I need you to tell me what they look like.
White dude, but not Hyde. Not Hyde.
Guy who gets got by the mirror. Well, Hyde's not the one that gets mirrored.
Oh, the one who gets pulled through the mirror. Okay.
Yeah. Well, spoilers. I was about to say this guy goes upstairs in the mirror and gets pulled through a mirror.
Ah, shit, Daniel, you ruined it.
Sorry.
I'm deducting 25%.
Busta.
Somehow the whole internet missed it. Everyone missed it. They all looked away from that feed.
This mirror thing.
He wasn't going to show his boobs.
That's fair.
How is Michael in the walls?
Well, Daniel.
Did Freddy set that up and then Mikey used it? Freddy's setting him up. Mikey's knocking him down.
Was it Freddy all along? Huh?
No.
Freddy all along.
Or wait, are you saying that was Busta who came through the wall?
He's like, makes me feel good, and he pulls him right through the window.
So he might be.
Imagine if they
so the shit drips off his balls. I can't even remember anything anymore. Okay, so probably it's the house is decrepit, right? So the other room, you got a dividing wall, but it's probably broken and falling apart. Termites, mold, dampness.
Well,
they should not be in there.
Old houses, they could have just left a lot of space as insulation.
So he's in the walls.
A Michael Myers amount of space?
Cobweb.
He's not a little man.
No, a Busta amount of space. Because it turns out, what if Busta was the killer the whole time in this movie and he framed some other dude?
Oh, that would be good too.
It wouldn't, because apparently that was also the idea in H2O at one point.
That it was going to be Busta?
Michael. It was going to be Busta.
Good, set his character up early.
Like, Busta.
If you watch frame by frame of every Halloween movie, there's one frame of Busta in each of them.
You don't always see him, but he always sees you. All right.
Yeah, baby Busta.
Entertainment. Baby Busta.
We're going through Busta's whole life. He grows up on camera. It's the long con. So cute. John Carpenter is a genius. He planned this all out.
I need to see John work with Busta. They need to do an album together.
Okay.
Maybe we get Busta in the Halloween game that John Carpenter's doing.
One or two of them. I don't know. They're making two of them.
He's only involved in one, I think. Heavily involved.
It's probably just going to be another.
I'm like, you mean he gets off his chair?
No, you can do it. He can do his work from the chair.
That's what I'm going to say.
He's not programming.
He's probably doing the music.
He's probably saying, hey, he's probably listing a bunch of games he played this year that he liked that they should like take inspiration from.
And strains of
I really like Assassin's Creed. So, I don't know.
John,
now, if I got to play Mikey Myers as an Assassin Creed, like where I'm like doing Leap of Faith as Mikey.
I mean,
but like it's off of like a
all
house.
The jumping we didn't get to see.
That's a new verb for Michael we could get.
Jumping.
He loves it. Okay. Donna's going to lay on a gross old bed in this old house. Fuck off. Get out of here. Someone gets trapped in a closet. We got the well from the ring showing up. The dude was finally going to get some, and then he's like, oh, nope, we got to investigate this well, because I remember a weird key being up here attached to this other thing. Got to get that. We're finding some sick drawings, some fucked up toys. Like, this house is peppered with bullshit. It's dumb as shit. Nobody's going to believe that. Their flashlights suck. They go down in the septic tank fucking hole. Whole house smells like shit now because they opened it up. We got to search for clues to figure out why Mikey Mikes. You know, once again, they're going to figure it out. No one else ever did. But you know what? Hey, I bet there's no cameras down here in the fucking shithole. You know what? Let's do it now. I'm going to take my shirt off. We're going to go to Bone Town in the shithole. We're going to tell our kids this is where we first went to Bone Town. And then the fucking wall's going to collapse on me.
It was so good. We broke the walls, yo.
Broke the wall. I was like, oh my God, it's all his victims because he fucking brought them all home. Makes sense. That's great.
Yeah, it's
made in Taiwan.
Homecoming.
Why is it as soon as they find out that they're Taiwanese victims, they don't care? That's what I want to know.
That's a fair question.
Bullshit. Absolute made in Taiwan. Don't care. Now we see after they're screaming at the fake rubber body parts in the basement, we get a fake Mikey walking around the house, and he runs into real Mikey.
I like
and
this.
And it's Freddy in there. Great. Michael listens. So, and Freddy's Halloween Mikey costume is like the exact same. They got the same mask, which I'm okay with the mask in this one, other than the hair earlier on. And he's like smacking him in the forehead. dude, I'm playing Mikey. Okay, you're supposed to go do this.
You need to listen to me. I'm in charge of this.
Oh, shit, man. Charlie, where the fuck you been at, man? Don't you know we've been looking all over this motherfucker for you? And why the hell you dressed like me anyway? I ain't paying you to be Michael Myers. I'm playing Michael Myers. If them kids come around and see us dressed up in the same shit, you're gonna ruin the whole effect. Ah, damn it. What the hell is wrong with you? I said, what you looking at me like that for? Huh? You don't get it? You don't get it? Your shit ain't working up there or something? You need to take your ass in the back of the garage with Nora. That's your job. Go back there with Nora and help her ass out. Go do your job. I left the back door unlocked for your ass to go out the back into the garage. That's what I did. You need to get the hell out of here. Go ahead, scoot, skedaddle. Get the fuck out of Dodge.
At this point, they're still trying to keep it secret that they're fucking faking all this shit from the people, but he is so loud. This house is not that big.
I mean,
but Michael is so fucking confused, and he just like, whatever, turns around and walks away.
How?
I gotta listen to me.
So all we had to do was just verbally berate Michael Myers.
Yeah, that's his
tap
kink.
him on
He
the
likes
head,
it.
Loomis has been doing it for years.
Oh my God, he's like, yes, this is comfort. This is habit. This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way. I will go back to my corner and Blair Witch over there.
I'm going to go back to my room. Hopefully nobody's down there in my secret tunnel.
No, he goes to Tyra. This is when he goes kill Tyra.
Yeah. Because guess what, Mikey? You're not Mikey, or whoever you were, producer guy who's dead. I left the back door open of the garage. That's where you're supposed to go. You go there, okay? Busta
out. Okay, he does that, but then he goes down to his room and he runs into Donna, who's doing some exploring.
How and why does this exist?
Tunnels all over this house, okay? Mikey's been busy. He's done some remodeling.
Is he a dwarf?
20 plus years.
What is this?
Yeah, dog.
Did he learn from the dwarves of Moria?
It's literally next door to the barbarian house. They have interconnecting tunnels.
Oh.
This one is far nicer. It's like brick overlay.
Because it's like a sewer.
Yeah, he knows what he likes.
It's like it doesn't really exist in this location.
No, Ryan. You're wrong. Busta
Where
Busta.
do we get the rats?
Busta Busta.
How's the nose?
Busta Busta.
Busta Busta. Well, Mikey's like, I'm going to get me a little backdoor penetration since you came into my room, and fucking pushes her up against like a fucked up gate. I'm like, that's cool. And then everyone's like, well, Mikey's like, I'm so proud of myself. I did it again. And then everyone on the internet's like, whoa, that's so fake. And Deckard's like, nah, she's really dead. And I'm like, man, you're gullible. I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't ever believe it. It was on the internet. And then we cut to those other two people doing fat fucking bong rips. Was it Starbuck and Rudy?
Starbuck's like, I'm glad there's no cameras in this room. Or maybe the guy says it, and then one of them's like, there's cameras on our head, dude.
We're so high right now. And now they gotta all run from Mikey Rhymes. And then Mikey Rhymes gets attacked, which is why I said this was a bad idea in the first place, because you left like weapons in the house. If they see and think you're Michael Myers, you're gonna get attacked. It's like, shit, man, turn off the cameras. Like, they're gonna hear that. Like, hey, man, I'm trying to jazz this up, all right? What expense you talking about? You ain't spending no dime on this. I'm just trying to give a little razzle dazzle. All right, reality TV is fake. Like, fucking knew that.
America hates reality.
Yeah, we want.
I want
my money.
Well, it's not reality,
Ryan.
Ryan.
You're right. You know what's a good idea? I'm going to put knives, chains,
swords,
pieces of wood. I'm going to put real weapons, a chainsaw in this place. And then I'm going to dress like a well-known serial killer and walk around and scare you.
Yep, it was a dumb idea.
I mean, to be fair, you can see his hands.
They don't know Michael wasn't black.
I think we do.
Never take his mask off. Well, you know what? Rudy's like, I'm quitting. Like, all right, whatever. But Starbuck runs upstairs. Like, oh, Freddy, you ain't gonna scare me again. Oh, no, first it's, I found you. She was waiting on that
still
dipshit.
Upstairs. She hasn't come out of the pot room yet. Now she comes out.
Well, yeah, because she's like, oh, I know where you are, Bill, Mirror Boy. You're waiting to scare me like I scared you. And pulls down the attic thing, and then he drops, and he's all dead and shit. Yeah. And then Mikey's like, surprise! And then takes the knife, and instead of doing a gentle throat slash like he likes to do, he cuts her head off in one swipe, which is again, very hard.
I mean, there's a lot of like
okay.
bones and cartilage and
it's hard to keep a kitchen knife sharp, especially when you keep using it, like stabbing into shit and whatnot.
Yeah.
But whatever. Her head goes flying down the stairs, and all the people watching on the internet are like, how'd they do that? It's so crazy. Deckard's like, I gotta call the cops on this reality show. And then, well, my next note is busted his ass. So, someone hits Mikey with something.
They're hitting him with some stuff. Was it Rudy?
Yeah, Mikey no likey.
Mikey no
likey.
likey.
And then Jim, not Hyde, gets a nice little head hug.
See, to me, this would be feel good.
A little squeeze on the head.
Oh my God, I would love that.
And then Sarah's like, I'm just going to sneak past you right now. You're busy. I'm going to sneak past. I'm going to run upstairs. And Mikey's like, I'm going to follow you. And then Rudy's like, nah, dog, you're going to follow me. It hits him with a rolling pin in the kitchen. Then he throws spices in his eyes. And then he starts wielding knives. Yeah. And then Mikey's like, oh, shit. And then Mikey he goes to swing a punch, and Mikey grabs that arm. And then he goes to swing another punch, and Mikey grabs the other arm. And while Mikey's holding both arms, Mikey stabs him.
I was gonna say, how does he do this?
No, easy. So he pins the arms.
He kisses him.
Right, obviously.
Give him a little headbutt, and then he doesn't pin the arms because that character's holding 2 knives in his hands.
Yeah.
And so he like reverses it to make him stab himself into the door. And then he gets a bigger knife to do a three step.
I think that's
I don't remember seeing that.
If you look at him when he's hanging in the door, there are 3 knives.
There are 3 knives, yes.
I seen Mikey intentionally stab him with 2 knives, but they weren't in the guy's hands still.
Do you like sushi? You think Michael Myers likes sushi?
Probably.
I don't know why that's one of my only notes.
I don't know why
on
that's
this.
one of your notes.
I think it's because this guy was the chef and he was talking. I think he might have talked about you should eat more sushi or fish or something.
We ought to get everybody out of here. You know that the average fish today contains more mercury than a rectal thermometer?
Yeah, I think I read that someplace.
Would you eat a rectal thermometer? Answer me, damn you.
No.
Well, I would.
Hey!
Mercury, sweetest of the transition metals.
Oh, he was saying that to Michael because, he's taunting Michael, yeah.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Rudy's dead. And then we get some lady screaming, and the people watching the internet are like, oh, wow, she's a really talented actress. And I'm like, meh.
Meh.
And then that might even be the actress that the trivia claims couldn't actually scream, so they had to dub her scream in there. So
that is correct.
That's double funny.
How do you get
Refresh
cast
my
as
memory.
a scream queen if you can't?
You don't. She was supposed to play a different character.
Jamie was, Lori.
Oh.
She was supposed to play the Starbucks character, but that actress went to do a TV show or something, so she got bumped up to this role. It's a whole thing. More importantly, refresh me. In the 2000s, when you're texting people, does it show up character by character?
No.
I
don't think there's.
But
I don't think there's anything that happens on.
Has ever done that, and it's like it's weird. It's taking
Maybe
up
he's
her
hitting
entire
enter
screen.
after each
You're not,
enter.
You're not seeing like the previous text messages because he's not. He's instant messaging her. So whatever messenger they're using, it's apparently
cool.
taking up her whole fucking phone.
It's a setting where it just scrolls left to right to show you each letter by itself.
So now he's playing Oracle.
Okay.
And he's like, oh yeah. He's in the hallway. Don't scream. She screams.
Instantly screams.
All right. Open the window. Go out onto the roof. Okay. Jump down. It's not that high. It's too high. She can't. I'm like, no, you find a way to climb down.
It's not that high.
You can dangle off the edge and just let yourself drop.
You might sprain an ankle or something jumping.
But that's better than being in the fucking house.
But then you just walk away.
Yeah, instead, she hides next to the window. Mikey's like, I can't figure out window. I'm just going to ram my head through it because that makes total sense.
Well, that's how he got through that door earlier.
That's true. He just luthered through it. And then she gets a little head kick, and he's like, I don't like that. And he stabs her in the leg. And then she climbs up to the next level. I'm like, okay, now that's too high. That's dumb. And then there's like, oh, we'll go back in the house. Like, no, don't go back in the house. Mikey can't fit through that window down there. You fucking stupid. Take a nap. Wait for the cops. Whatever. Well, he goes back in there. Now she finds the other dead dude from earlier, the camera guy. And then Freddy comes from behind her with a nice little jump scare. And he's doing the most intense, like, biggest wide open mouth whispering I've ever seen. He is far. She could have died. And he's like, hey, it's me.
Freddy.
Everyone's dead. Everyone's dead.
He says the most important thing you need to know. He says, this is bad.
This is bad.
This is bad. You know what? Mikey's gonna come out.
He's right.
And
I forget.
we're gonna tackle his ass. Freddy tackles his ass.
Okay, is this the what moment?
Yeah, well, yeah, okay, so Freddy tackles his ass, and it's like, oh shit! And then Freddy's like, oh man, maybe I fucked up. Because what's he tries to... There's a test of strength with him and Mikey wins.
Yes.
I forget what they're fighting over. And then Freddy's like, you
Corn
want
puffs.
a little dangertainment? And he fucking, what?
Oh my God, this is
I'm like,
so good.
Kung Fu is like, look at me, dog. And like, he kicks at him and does like all this shit. And then he gets
Okay.
with a perfect kick. And he fucking, Michael flies out the goddamn window.
Luke
and he
hangs
gets hung.
out of a window. I agree. The only thing I want added is when he does the jump kick, I want someone to just add the hook-ta onto that on the impact. That's all I want.
No, if anything, we're getting a whoopsie.
Yeah, I think
'Cause he
we
goes
go
into the next
We
level.
go Mortal Kombat, Ryan. I don't know why you went.
Okay,
Hawk
instead of
12
doing the
that.
what-ta,
Because
when he does
wants to
that like
suck Mikey's
spin
dick, apparently.
kick on his top of the head, it's going to be
I don't
hook-ta.
I don't think Ryan understands the meme.
Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last.
This
I
is
just love that
bad.
Michael's never encountered Kung Fu
He
before.
hasn't.
And he
No
gets
one-
his
no one
ass
has- no
fucking
one's ever
whipped.
tried.
No one ever Kung
They
Fu'd
didn't
me
know
before,
his
dog.
weakness.
But in the next movie, I'm sure he's going to know some Kung Fu if they continue this timeline. Because, like, I got to learn what my enemy's using.
We could give
Yeah,
it.
he's
It's
gonna,
a new
he's
verb.
gonna study with Master Splinter down when he's eating.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. And then, as he flies out the window, he's randomly got a camera on his face for it. Did he rip off someone else's head camera? Because, like, they got a weird shot of him. Okay.
Well,
Now then, Freddy's like, Freddy goes to Sarah and he's like, I swear on my life, on my soul, I had no idea. Like, no shit. Otherwise, you wouldn't have peppered the house with a bunch of bullshit. You would have left it is. But whatever. And then Decker's like, Mikey's back in the house. I'm like, how?
Where is he? And he's just
What door
instantly
did
behind
he
them.
use? Yeah. Like, sneak attack. And then, like, so Busta gets stabbed right through the shoulder area,
Like
and then she
twice.
just leaves him. And I'm like, oh, it's just you and Tyra now. Oh, nope.
Now, why
Mikey does
didn't
the
they
leg grab.
give us a scene of him killing Tyra?
I don't know, you know?
Because they wanted a scene where our final girl discovers a body of someone
She
we
did that
hadn't
upstairs
seen
in the
She did
attic.
that upstairs.
It doesn't make any sense to me either. I don't know.
Whatever. Now she's in the control room now, so it's fine. And you know what? You're the last one alive. You make it out, you're rich. You get all that ass cake that Busta was talking about. That's all your ass cake now.
What is the market
Mikey's gonna go in
value
there?
on ass cake?
Oh, it's huge.
Huge.
Okay.
Huge ass cake. She finds a random chainsaw, and then I'm assuming
Just
that
use this
because it's,
chainsaw lying here.
Why would
yeah.
the
Yeah.
Why would the Myers need a chainsaw?
well, I think Busta
To
was going to
feed
use
Michael.
it to scare them.
He's like, okay,
He was
you know
gonna
what Michael
use
Myers
a
is
real
really well
chainsaw
known
to
for?
scare them.
Chainsaw.
That's-
Everyone likes
yeah.
Leatherface.
That's exactly why I'm like, that's not going to have a fucking chain on it. What psychopath would use a chainsaw with a chain on it? Because like in haunted houses and stuff, most of the time it's a legit chainsaw, just no chain. So, but then she goes and starts cutting them.
So would you
and
call
it's
that?
a chainsaw.
Would you call that a saw?
Sure, it's a type of saw.
Because it ain't got it. Doesn't
Chainsaw,
have. You just take the
hacksaw.
chain off, then it's just a saw.
Well, no, at
No,
that
the
point
chain
it's just,
is the blade.
Right, but
Yeah, there's
but you're
no-
not taking the saw.
It's not a
off,
saw
You're
at
taking
that
the
point.
chain. You say you
can't
take
s-
the chain
You
off,
can't saw anything.
but take the chain off chainsaw. It's just saw.
Now, if you take it off the word, then Busta's gonna bust you up.
Busta Busta.
I thought Michael Myers should have
Uh-oh.
slipped on that blood a little bit.
A little bit.
That would have been
Instead-
funny. Like he like wick, 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 wick.
Instead, he breaks the saw, and now we got fire up in here.
Well,
I'm sorry,
And a
fire.
small-
You mean a weak ass fireball?
Yeah,
she throws
And
the
now-
chainsaw at him and it knocks him down.
that's rude. But she gets her karma gets her. She falls down, and a small piece of sound equipment has trapped her.
It's got me.
Oh God, it's got my. And then you know what? Busta's still here. Comes in, and what's he
He
say?
says, "Trick or treat, motherfucker."
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
And it is the best. And then he hits him with a shovel, and it broke the shovel. And then he's like, "Fucking Donatello over here, fucking bow staff, motherfucker." And then Mikey overpowers him again.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's like, no. Then Busta's like, you know what always works back in the hood? Fucking electrocute your balls. And fucking jabs in the balls with a hot wire. Then he gets tangled up in all these other hot wires. And I'm starting to think the setup in here wasn't very safe.
Like a King Kong death.
Yeah. And then he's like, hey, Mikey, as he's carrying her out of there, happy fucking Halloween. And then the whole house burns down. I was like, that's nice, because, now the neighborhood doesn't have to demolish it, like, all up in the thing. And then Decker's like, you're alive. And she's like, how do you know? You're on the news. And, like, you're going to love me. I'm not, like, a creeper. Maybe.
He doesn't even...
Thank you, Decker.
Why wouldn't he go and show up?
You saved my life. He should have, because he can go
in
kiss
one
her.
ending, he does, but not in this one.
And he should. Unless it turns out they're nowhere near each other.
He should have been the one to kick in the door and say, trick or treat, motherfucker. Then the lady and Michael can both look at him and be like, who are you? What?
Who are you?
What? Well,
What?
Hold on. If I recall, though, he actually knows her in real life. She just doesn't know it's him she's talking to on the internet.
Correct.
Something like that.
Yeah. So that's great. She hates his ass. How does it feel to be a hero? What do you mean? Who did she save? All you did was survive. You're not a hero. You're a survivor.
She saved Busta.
No, she left Busta. And then no, she saved nobody. And then Mr. Dangertainment shows up himself, and he's like, no cameras, man. Show some respect, okay? Michael Myers, he's not some sort of like product or whatever. He's a killer shark in baggy overalls. All right, we're done dancing for the cameras.
What can you tell us about Michael Myers?
Michael Myers is not a soundbite, a spinoff, tie-in, some kind of celebrity scandal. Michael Myers is a killer shark, baggy-ass overalls. He gets his kicks off of killing everything and everyone that he comes across. That's all.
It's like, yeah, because you're not making money off of their footage.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, how's it feel to be a bubble? You'll feel this. And shoves the camera back in his face. And then Mikey's being carted out. I'm like, I want to see his face. And like, it's a little messed up. I won't see it. And then they open the body bag and then they don't even take his mask off.
Well, it's like melted to his fucking face now.
Maybe. I don't know. It hasn't melted to his face in the past.
This is the first time he's ever been on fire.
That's the first time today. And I like the camera guy sneaking over there trying to get a shot of the body for the evening news, because that's going to fucking air.
Sure.
And like, whatever. We throw Crispy Mikey in the ambulance. We take him to the morgue, and dude rolls in. He's like, I got you a celebrity. It's Big Mikey in there, lady. He's like, whoa, Big Mikey. I got to check him out. Oh, God. Opens it up. It looks like he's got big bug eyes from one angle, but it's just like the silhouette, around his eye holes. And then she's like, time to check you out. And then she touches his hair, and he wakes up like, don't touch the fucking mask hair. I got it just how I wanted. It was really bad when I went to kill my sister, and it was embarrassing. And now it's how I like
blonde,
it.
But now it's just how I want it.
Oh, God. This movie sucked.
We could have had an ending where Michaels grabs Freddy while he's in the body bag, and is her name Sarah?
Something like that, yeah.
Who cares? Final girl takes the axe and like buries it into Michael's head. That could have been one of our endings. Another ending we could have had was the fire wipes out everything, and then like a detective lady is like finds the ring well, and she opens it up, and then a hand comes out, grabs her, and pulls her into the darkness. We could have had that.
I like
but
that
wasn't. That's not in the
This is what could have happened.
Right, but that wasn't.
It's like
he ran back to the well, Daniel.
But he's chained up by the cables. That the well is in the house.
Cables melted.
Here's how this should have ended. So the fireball knocks her down after
H2O.
she hits him, and she gets trapped.
Water.
And we see his body laying down. He's learned how to stop, drop. He hasn't learned how to roll yet. But instead, what he should have done was H2O it at somebody else's body there. It doesn't get back up, and the whole place, she sees it, the whole place burns down. And then later we get the reveal that he's walked away, and he's dressed as a sexy nurse.
Oh, hell yeah, sexy nurse, Michael.
Oh, because it's Halloween.
Because it's Halloween, dog.
Of course, that's why.
Sexy cat.
What other reason would it be?
All nurses are sexy,
cat nurse.
is what Ryan's saying.
A sexy cat nurse. Yes.
I think it just got to the point where Mustafa's like, no, I can do what I want this time. He's just alive. I don't want to have to try to come up with how he's alive. Let's just start leaving him alive. We did it in the first movie and it worked.
Right.
Okay.
The real question, better
1
or worse? Okay, go ahead.
1, H2O. 2, 3, 4, 5, Resurrection 6.
I agree with this. As a matter of fact, I might put Resurrect but I cannot underemphasize. I can't do words to explain how good Busta is.
Busta is so good. Busta almost carries us above 5.
That's where my internal debate is at.
Because 5 wasn't very good, but the rest of this movie is absolute hot garbage. Sending Lori out like that, like
I would
your
never
icon.
watch 5 or 6 again, but I might watch this again for Busta.
Well, this is a tight hour and 29 minutes.
It's a tight 100.
It's tight 100.
H2O.
It's
1. I'm feeling frisky. 3, 2, 4, 5. I'm gonna say 6. And
What?
Resurrection is I'm saying I would rather watch Resurrection again. No, I would rather watch I'd rather watch Curse of Michael Myers than watch Resurrection again.
absolutely not. Oh God, I do like how you flip flopped where you think 3 should be though, because it was
It's growing
close.
on me.
It was
The
close.
lines
And
have
It'll
been
probably
drawn.
change by the next time we do this.
There's so many of these movies. Oh, is it Rob Zombie time?
It's zombie time. I think there's the exact same amount of these movies as there are Friday
No.
movies. So
I think there's 13.
we've just added on books and stuff, which there are Friday books as well. We weren't.
Yeah, we
feeling
dropped
so
the ball
bold.
on that one.
I think we made the right choice. I finished Scream Factory. I think we made the right choice. Yeah, Busta, you're fantastic. Katie Sackhoff, you did better things later. Final Destination 3 is a good movie.
School buses
Troll 2,
are important.
Highly recommend it.
Garbage men important.
Hobo with a shotgun.
Doctors
underappreciated.
important.
Rudy, you're great in the barbershop movies.
Godzilla.
I forget what your character name was in
Great
the barbershop
Lizard.
movies, but I like you there.
Electricity did you wrong.
I was
Godzilla.
happy.
Electricity's
I was
an
happy to see
awesome
the,
thing. I'm glad Benjamin Epstein discovered it.
Epstein did it.
Netanyahu,
I was happy to
got
see
it,
the
Dave.
first person at the party that was going to get laid was the big guy. I appreciate that. Either have him getting some
Candy
or have
corn's
him getting some
delicious.
glizzies. Candy corn sucks ass.
Let's see. What else?
Well.
Busta.
As always, I've been your horrible host, Kenny, saying put more Busta Rhymes in your movies, okay? LL Cool J is great in movies. Busta Rhymes is great in movies, okay? Coolio wasn't so great in Dracula 3000 or 2000, whatever. He wasn't so great in that. But so maybe don't put him in your movies. But Busta makes me feel good.
Busta. 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 Busta.
So true, Daniel.
Well said.
Well said. I'm
crying a little bit.
I'm Busta, and I'm here to show you my new karate move called the Hukta.
I wish Busta would kick this movie out a window.
He did. It was a flying leap. It was a Liu Kang jump kick. It was amazing.
Best thing in cinema.